Good morning, everybody. I'm out for a hike today, and I'm at North Bend, Washington, and I'm going to be hiking Rattlesnake Ledge, which is behind me here. It's going to be about a 4-mile hike out and back. We're going to gain around 1,160 of elevation gain, and we're going to get up to the lower Rattlesnake Ledge, and if it's clear, we're going to go to the middle and the upper also. We're going to take a quick look at Rattlesnake Lake here, which is pretty dry. It's December 14th, and although there's been a lot of rain recently, the area is really low. We should get a better view from the top of the ledge. I'm getting started this morning. It's around 9 o'clock and it's about 40 degrees. Sunrise this morning was at 7:45. So I wanted to wait just a little bit until there's a little more light. There's pretty thick cloud layer that I think is going to stick around all day. We're about, well, it's less than an hour from Seattle to get here, and then it's about maybe another half hour up to the top of Snoqualmie Pass. And this morning it was snowing there, but the moisture's probably dried up for a little bit. So yeah, there's quite a bit of parking here and it's a popular trail, but I wanted to come out in the winter. There were only 2 other cars in the parking lot, so it should be a pretty quiet hike today. Okay, here's the map of where we are. Here is the lake trailhead, and we're going to be hiking on this dotted line over here to the ledge, maybe the middle and upper. Recently I hiked across the highway here over at Mount Si and Little Si. Okay, so from here, 1.9. One thing I wanted to point out is that there are no rattlesnakes in western Washington, so we're not going to have any rattlesnakes on this trail. It's too wet and cold. And we looked up, and the name probably comes from when there used to be grassy areas and the dried seed pods would rattle in the wind. So there's a whole mountain here called the Rattlesnake Mountain. We're just going to be at the one edge where the Rattlesnake Ledge is. So far so good. We've come in almost a mile. You can hear a chainsaw going in the distance. It has started drip-dropping a little bit of rain, so I took a minute to stop and put on my rain jacket and my pack cover, just in case it starts pouring rain. I don't want to get caught. We've just passed the second switchback, so we have 1 more to go. So we're making good progress, and we'll be up there before long. We're at the last little bit here, and there's a warning for the steep cliffs. We're going to do the last few steps. Here's the top of the knob. Not much view at the moment. I'm staying at least 15-20 feet from the edge looking down at Rattlesnake Lake, and you can see the whole lake area and how it's quite low at the moment. There's no need to go any closer to the edge. The rocks aren't slippery, but they're wet, and people have slipped and had fatal falls, so it's not worth it. I think I'm gonna go back. There's just another lookout. See another part of the valley. As I said, we're by the town of North Bend. We're just gonna head right back down the stairs and then look for another lookout. Oh, it's right here. I can look right here. Off to the right. Well, now after the work climbing up, this is the fun part. Going down. Kind of hoping it doesn't start raining too much. This is so cool. I like to see how the water drains off the hillside and drip drops off the moss. And we have just a little bit of water draining on the trail here. So we're gonna go slow so we don't slip. So far it's been a really easy hike down. Making good progress on the way down here. One thing I've been thankful for is that the trail's nice and wide. The brush has gotten all wet, and when we hike on the single track trails, the brush then will get your knees and your shoes all wet. So my shoes are still dry, and that feels good. And yeah, there's just been a few other people coming up. I think this is a great hike for the winter season to stay in shape and get some elevation. I think it's rated as moderate, and so you're getting an average of 600 elevation gain over each mile, so 1,200 for 2 miles. It's pretty good. So I'm coming back to the gate area in the beginning of the parking, and this is the actual trailhead. The trailhead's just a 0.2 or 0.3 that way, but you can see Rattlesnake Ledge up there, and we're gonna take a little walk just to see one more view of the lake. See if we can get an open and clear view of the ledge.